What is an AI employee? I'm Corey, founder of Neuron. It's software that does a real job in your business. It answers your phone, replies to leads in seconds, and books the appointment. Let me show you how it works and what it really costs. What is an AI employee? Not a chatbot, not a buzzword. It's software that does a real job in your business around the clock. Let me show you exactly what it is, how it works, what it actually costs against a human hire, and how to choose one in plain English. So let's start at the top. What actually is an AI employee? An AI employee is software that does a real job in your business rather than just talking about it. It answers the phone, replies to every lead in seconds, books appointments into your real calendar, and writes clean records into your CRM. The word employee is doing honest work there. It owns a task, and it's measured on an outcome, the way a person in that seat would be. The line that matters is action. A chatbot can hold a conversation, but an AI employee takes action inside your actual systems. It doesn't just answer a question about booking, it makes the booking and writes the record on the way. And this category is real and moving fast. Gartner projects that by 2029, agentic AI will autonomously resolve 80% of common customer service issues without a human, cutting related operating costs by about 30%. This is not a someday technology. But the same market is full of noise. Gartner also warns of agent washing and estimated that of the thousands of vendors claiming agentic AI, only around 130 were the real thing. So the useful definition is behavioral. If a tool can chat but can't do the job, it's a chatbot in a costume. Which raises the question everyone gets tangled in. What's the difference between an AI employee, an AI agent, and a plain chatbot? There are 3 points on one line, and the difference is how much each can actually do. A chatbot talks. An AI agent acts. It can perceive, decide, and use tools. An AI employee is that agent given a job, a name, specific tools, and one outcome it owns. Agent is the engine. Employee is the job description. A chatbot is neither. Put the two that matter side by side. A managed AI employee and an off-the-shelf chatbot look similar in a demo and behave nothing alike in production. One does the job and gets better. The other only talks and stays exactly as good as the day you switched it on. Okay, so how does an AI employee actually work under the hood? It runs a simple loop. It perceives an input, a call, a form, an email. It decides the next step against your rules, and it acts using connected tools, your calendar, your CRM, your phone line. A new patient call comes in. It checks your calendar and your qualifying rules. It offers real open slots and books one, and it writes the record on the way. That loop is the whole trick. But the loop alone is not enough, and this is where most projects quietly die. MIT's State of AI in Business report found that 95% of enterprise generative AI pilots delivered no measurable return, and the reason was structural. Generic tools don't retain feedback, adapt to context, or improve over time. The version that works has 3 things bolted around that loop. First, it's managed and human in the loop. It escalates anything complex, sensitive, or high value to a person instead of guessing, and it never fails silently, which is the most dangerous thing a tool can do near your patients or clients. Second, it learns from your corrections. When your team edits a reply or approves a booking, that edit becomes an example the agent follows next time. This is not retraining a model on your data. Be wary of anyone who implies that. It's your judgment, captured and reused. Third, it's tuned on a schedule. An evaluator reviews outcomes, proposes a specific playbook revision, a human approves it, and it can be rolled back with one click. The same MIT report found buying from specialized vendors succeeded about twice as often as internal do-it-yourself builds. The AI employee that survives is the one someone is actually running and improving. Which brings us to the question everyone actually wants answered. What does an AI employee cost? And what's the return? A managed AI employee typically costs a setup fee plus a monthly subscription. At Neuron HQ, starter is $1,000 to set up plus $500 a month for one outcome guaranteed agent, month to month. Now, set that against a single human hire. And be fair to the comparison. The average US receptionist earns about $31,800 a year before payroll, taxes, and benefits, and covers one shift, one person, not the nights and weekends when a chunk of your leads actually call. The comparison that matters isn't AI versus human, it's coverage versus cost. Here's the three-way picture, honestly. The human does the real job, but covers one shift and eventually quits. The chatbot is cheap because it can't do the work. The managed AI employee is the only column that's 24/7, does the real job, and gets better at a fraction of a single salary. So, what's the return? Honestly measured, it comes from work recovered, not headcount replaced. After hours calls that used to hit voicemail, now booked. Web leads answered in seconds instead of hours. Staff hours handed back from admin. Gartner puts the operational cost reduction from agentic customer service at around 30%. But don't take an industry average on faith. The honest way to size the return for your business is to point one AI employee at your single most expensive task, agree a 30-day target, and watch one number, day 1 versus day 90. Last question, and the one that saves you the most money. How do you choose an AI employee? And where does Neuron HQ fit? This matters more now, not less. Gartner predicts that over 40% of agentic AI projects will be canceled by the end of 2027, largely because of unclear value and vendors overselling rebranded chatbots. So don't take the demo on faith. Make each vendor prove it. Ask 5 questions. Does it take action in your real systems or only chat? Is it built around your workflow or a box you configure? Does it escalate cleanly to a human? Is it managed and tuned or handed over to run yourself? And is your data isolated and secured before go live? Make each vendor show you, not tell you. Then follow the one rule that beats any feature list. Point one AI employee at your single most expensive task, run it for 30 days, and watch one number before you expand. The businesses still running their agents a year later are the ones that landed one guaranteed win first, not the ones that tried to automate everything at once. That's where Neuron HQ fits in. We build and run managed AI employees for local service businesses, dental, med spa, real estate, and law first. We build, host, monitor, and tune each one with a human review queue and the monthly learning loop. You describe the job, we build it, and we watch the metric daily. And the offer is plain and guaranteed. Starter is $1,000 plus $500 a month for one agent. We agree a measurable 30-day target upfront, and if the agent misses it in month 1, your setup fee comes back. If you want to see the AI employee we'd build for your business, the full guide and plain text pricing are at neuron-hq.com/picture life after the system. Every call answered, every lead booked, and your team finally free for the work only people can do. That's Neuron. Let's build yours.